Welcome to episode number 95 of the Small Member Squad podcast. I'm one of your hosts, Egg Platinum. We also have Young Left.
Hey, it's your boy, Young Penis.
We have Brad.
It's your boy, Skinny Dick.
We have Tanner.
It's your boy, Skinny Penis.
Classic.
And we have a guest this episode, Ron.
Hello, I'm Ron. I'm also otherwise known as Bad Wolf Chronicles. I do a bunch of ghost stories and stuff on YouTube, and I don't have.
Oh.
I think the ghosts have come to get him.
It's always scuffed. The aliens have come take over.
I like how the entire time before the connection was perfect.
Yeah.
And then when we start recording, it just drops. Discord just knows, bro. They just know.
They know.
Honestly. It's happened so much with us, man.
I love that every now and then it cuts in and it's just like
For me, his face is just fucking frozen and like
That's a dead zone if I've ever
All right.
seen one.
Well, while he is getting that, adjusting that, we'll explain a little bit about Ron. What I know about Ron. He organizes smashing tournaments at like big events and stuff. So like
Yes, sir.
when
One
we
of the
went
biggest
to
in the Midwest.
So when we went to Indie PopCon, he was there hosting the Icon Gaming.
He's back.
Oh.
Back.
I'm back. Sorry. Yeah, no. Ambulance went by and they had a radar jammer on there, so they.
Yeah, they sniped you, bro.
Why the fuck
I
do
got
they
it.
need a radar jammer on that shit?
Who gives a shit
it's
about the ambulance? We're recording a podcast here.
Oh, they got back up to the ambulance.
Oh, no. Yep, they did.
The ambulance is back.
Damn, how many ambulances are down there in Atlanta?
Yes.
They're just popping out the fucking the 9 millis, and people are getting fucking shot left, right, and left.
Yeah, dude. People aren't moving over.
People ain't moving over fast enough, I guess.
Feel like that though sometimes, honestly.
How about the position that it freezes in? He looks so happy.
Dude, the dog's just side-eyeing him, like,
Oh, no.
oh, it froze differently, the dog was shy as shit.
You be licking bait.
And he's looking like,
This entire episode, we're just responding to the different video picture poses.
Yeah, it'd be almost like when we fucking did shrooms and almost recorded a podcast on it.
No, we weren't. We didn't even get the microphones out on the table.
bro, we got the table and the chair set up, and then we're doing some more stuff, and then you're like sitting down, I'm sitting across you. I'm like, Zach, you good? And you're like, I'm far from it, bro.
Dude, I'm committed. So episode 100, I'm already showing my balls, right?
Oh, no.
Yeah,
you
said that.
balls?
No, he showed his asshole.
No, ass.
Oh, your balls weren't peeking out?
No. I made sure to tuck in. You feel?
Well, then you mean you pushed up because you showed your asshole, so you didn't tuck in.
Yeah. I mean, you know what I'm talking about.
No.
And so, okay.
Explain it to me. Explain to me.
Yeah. So I got some large balls. I just put my hand over them, cupped them with my also large hands. You know, caressed my nutsack.
Oh, he's just coming back to Zach talking about your balls.
Yes, sir.
His audio isn't working yet, but his video slowly is. Or is his audio working? Oh, it's not working.
It's like he's muted.
Nope, his audio's out.
Damn, that fucking ambulance.
Or something? Yeah, that jammer really messed up the phone a little bit.
Damn.
Yo, we actually can't hear you. He's dead. It's like the episode where you guys couldn't hear me. We kept
Episode
looking
number
down.
10.
Fuck the audio listeners. We don't like them. He's just gonna be video. Do you know sign language?
He's
You're just sitting there with sign language.
Oh,
We
you-
have to,
no.
we have to lip read. We just
Right,
play.
speaking.
We play.
Slowly.
What's the charades? We play charades the entire time.
Yeah. Do you have a whiteboard?
No. You just gotta turn on the subtitles.
Can we subtitle it?
Try
Yeah.
leaving the Discord and come back.
Damn, that ambulance is too fucking popping out, bro.
I can still his mic.
It's really after. I'm like, crazy.
Bro, you gotta get out of Atlanta. There's too many ambulances. Too many people get shot. He just video comes back and there's just glass fucking breaking around all. Get shot at.
Oh no, this
is
isn't
that
John
yours,
Wick
Matt?
film.
Can you guys hear me now?
Yeah, we can hear you
Yes,
now.
sir.
Cool. There's a little bit of technical difficulties. Sorry.
Hey, it wouldn't be the Small Member Squad podcast if it wasn't scuffed. We'll say that.
Hell yeah.
All
So
right,
what's on the
thanks.
agenda for today?
Midwest goodbyes fucking suck.
I do my Irish goodbyes. Irish
Yeah,
goodbyes are the best.
Yeah.
I was gonna say I don't say anything to anyone. You guys
Bro, I
like
just
have this
leave.
like stigma to like say shit. I'm out. I'm dipping. I eat dinner and then I'm out. I'm like, all right, peace out, y'all. Fuck that. I ain't spending fucking. I
Bro,
got
do that
shit to do.
I do that shit at work. I just leave.
True.
When you
So
left
I guess it
Walmart.
depends, like, what's the scenario? Like, what are we doing before we say goodbye?
I don't. Fuck, just anything. Like,
Leave
goddamn.
Harambe.
I guess then I'm happy. You know, like I go with the hugs, the high fives. You know,
Oh,
You
oh,
know,
do you
different
do you not
scenario.
do you not deal with the actual Midwest goodbye?
I
Where
guess I don't know what is
where
Midwest
where
goodbye.
yeah, I was about to preface for those of you who don't know what the Midwest goodbye is. It's when you say goodbye and then sit there and talk for a period of time after saying goodbye. Like just
Oh,
you
then,
said
yeah.
goodbye, leave.
I do that all the time, even when I'm not in the Midwest, because it's like a goodbye. Somehow I run into them again. A full-on new conversation starts, and then it's consistently brought up throughout the conversation. All right, I'll see you later, and then a new topic happens within that somehow,
Yeah.
and then it's just I'm stuck in this loop.
Yeah.
My
That
preferred
I
way to
fucking hate
leave
it.
is just not even say anything and just people being like, "Hey, where's Tanner?"
Yeah, I agree with that. That's
my
also my
favorite.
preferred way of leaving.
That's my favorite.
That's how we
I-
leave family events. But like only
Well,
family
you know,
events.
If I even show up.
I was gonna say, yeah, if I show up, you gotta be lucky enough for me to show up.
Mhm. Amen to that.
Hell yeah, Tanner. I like that the few things we do have in common are very, like, respectable.
Very antisocial tendency kind of things. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Yeah.
gaming,
Yeah,
2K
yeah.
League.
2K
We've been doing
League.
that lately.
when we were at the indie popcon, every single time that we were walking between our hotel and the convention, we passed the 2K League. We every single time looked
For
over.
fucking reason, there was this giant banner that was just like the 2K League attached to this fucking building that just looked like it had nothing in it. Every time I saw it, I thought of Tanner. Because
Yep.
he's the only one that I know that plays 2K.
I've stopped kind of playing, to be honest.
That's
Oh
good.
man, that means the player base is now 0.
Oh yeah, yeah. The player base is dying.
It went from 1 to 0.
Like
Dude.
Yeah, it took a pretty big hit. 100% loss.
yeah, they just lost their entire fucking base.
God damn.
Yeah, like they just keep adding way too much where you exposed into that. God damn it! Nothing. There was an ambulance that drove by.
An ambulance drove by Tanner's house.
But they just have it where you have to constantly play, otherwise you're gonna be trash at it, or you got to pay
Mhm.
money.
Or you have to keep spending money. Yeah, it's just
Yeah.
predatory tactics and shit.
Yeah.
It's the same thing with Diablo Immortal recently, and like
Yeah.
how I wanted to really get into it, but seeing how pay to win it is, dude, I just kind of stopped playing it. I'll just wait for 4 to come out at this point.
Yeah,
Like,
I ain't paid to
Isn't
play.
isn't
See,
it kind of like The Last of
and
Us 2?
I guess like because like there are a bunch of different games that like I agree with like the gouging, and some that I absolutely don't. We briefly talked about it while we were in Indiana, where if it's like fully optional and the cosmetics are good or the additions are solid, you can keep taking my money as like whenever, you know. But when it comes to like the most basic necessities of the game, you know, needing the money to even further advance the player at all, to where there's like a solid brick wall. That's where I kind of draw the line, So if the game changes, it's one thing. Like, because I look at League of Legends the same way. You have those options to make those new heroes and champions, part of your kit, not part of your kit, whatever you want to do. But then, what was it like? What was that game called?
I'm thinking of
Evolve.
Smite.
No, I
Oh,
was thinking
Evolve. We talked about that piece of shit a while ago.
Yeah, where I'm just like, I love the concept, I liked it, but then all of it, they didn't even put like their heart into. So it's just like,
No,
yeah,
it
they
died quick.
didn't do what they wanted. They just wanted a quick pitch, just to make something, and then it
Yep.
was not of value at all. So
Mhm.
it really kind of hits or misses for me because like at the end of the day, like I'm a big advocate of like consumerism and like capitalism in a way that like if you're gonna make a quality product and people want to buy it, you should keep doing that. You know what I mean? Because that's good. You know.
True.
But then obviously then the opposite goes where it's just capitalism for the sake of capitalism, where it's just like I want to just make money any way to do it, and you will still get people to pay for it, even if it isn't everybody. You'll still get some drops, and that's enough for you to have made it a success because the amount of effort you put in was zero to just change one font color to another, and then boom,
Yep.
you just made yourself extra 200,000 or $2,000 because a couple of
And
people
yeah,
pitched this
another
product.
$20 skin pack, baby.
Yeah. Well, that's what it's like for Fortnite, Every time they
Yeah.
do it, it doesn't change the game at all. It doesn't change anything other than the fact that, the next 12-year-old that kills me is going to dance on me with a different skin. You know what I mean?
There, actually, Fortnite's a bad example for that, for one specific reason. There is a difference in hitboxes between the male and female skins, making some female skins when they were originally came out better than male skins because they had a smaller hitbox.
Mm-hmm. My brother Casey would always play with the female version of the skin for that reason.
Yeah, it's just
I didn't-
yeah. It's just like small shit like that is like weird. I mean, it's fine with that game because it gives you the option to pick both the default skins anyway, so it really doesn't matter. But like, it's interesting to the point. And
Yeah.
speaking of gaming and shit, I wanted to bring up some shit because there was some huge news. I don't know if you guys ended up watching the Xbox
I watched
fucking
like a top 10
launch.
highlights of it, but not any of, not the whole thing.
Yeah. A lot of bangers coming to Game Pass, might I say. Let me start off with League coming next year. And with League coming to Game Pass, did you know that you get all the champions included with it?
that that to me is like it's cool, but it's also like think about it like this with Xbox Ultimate Game Pass, you have access to, and this is probably redundant to say because you guys probably know this, but for some who don't, it allows you to play certain games, not only on your Xbox but on your PC if they have the ability to do so. Now imagine being a PC player who has then loved the idea of the Game Pass because they want some games, and then immediately goes, "Oh my gosh, I put so much money and time into League, and now it's part of it, and now it's just free for everybody. You know what I mean?
I know,
So I
sucks
think-
for them. It's gonna be awesome for players like me to get into League. That's all I'm saying, baby.
I might actually give it a try.
Well, League players deserve a whole heck of a lot because of just in general playing League is already a little
Cringe.
risque.
Yeah. No, it's cringe. We can
But
agree.
I'm hoping that like for those players who do have most, if not all, of the characters or champions already unlocked, they do a little something to like just say, "Hey, you beat us to the punch," you know. So here's something.
I mean,
Like, I always see being the guy who was first there and paid, and then everybody else just took their time and did other stuff, get in anyway. You know?
I think like they'll definitely have to throw in something. It's not gonna happen for like another year or so, so like it won't be for a bit. So it'll be interesting to see what does happen. But
Yeah.
I think it's really cool, especially with all. Oh, and another thing that has me pretty hype. Austin, this shit is something you should really check out. But it's. Hang on, I just watched the trailer for it on a stream. But it's called Callisto. Fuck, goddamn it, the Callisto Protocol. It's done by the same dude who did Dead Space, and it looks exactly like Dead Space, except way gorier with like way updated graphics and shit.
Ooh.
Looks crazy, dude.
Well, I would hope that game does better than the Dead Space remake because I'm just kind of addictive like that. Where I'm like, that's why I like hope Hideo Kojima does well too, in like in the way that like he's not involved in the previous project or the new project that's coming out, does his own project and then his own project shits on the previous studio, and so I know it's a different team doing stuff for the new Dead Space
I thought
games.
the
For him to be making that, it's got a lot of the same team behind the first one, I believe, but it doesn't have your like your Walt Disney-esque guy behind it orchestrating.
Yeah. It's just like from what it looks like, it's just very generic like space gore shit. And with like the Dead Space remake coming out here soon, good topic to bring up. I think this game's gonna pop off in general, mostly just because like the PC port of Dead Space 1 is so ass, and most people want to fucking play it, and this coming to fucking Game Pass and shit on day one is going to give me the fucking access to fucking play it, because fucking Microsoft's already said that anything that goes to fucking console and shit, pretty much we get on PC.
Yep. That's the benefit to having them both run off of Microsoft.
That's what I'm saying. It's so nice, dude. That game has me hyped, and then they announced Diablo 4, which, oh my god, dude, Diablo 4 looks crazy.
I like the
If,
new
like-
Diablo game.
No, we don't talk
the
about
mobile
that.
one. I like that
No.
one. That one's pretty good. I'll play that.
Of course, you actually play it, Tanner?
Yeah.
What class
Mobile,
you
bro.
pick?
Okay, you got me. I don't play it.
Ah, got his ass.
Got
Yeah,
him.
Yeah, I don't play it.
Got him.
You
I got him.
Let's pull this.
But I heard it's
closer.
really fun. You got to spend $100,000 to beat the game.
Hell
No,
yeah,
that's just
boy.
to get that's just to get max gear, Tanner. That's not
Oh,
even
yeah,
to
Max
beat
Gear,
the
Max
game.
Gear, Max Gear, yeah.
That's just to get max gear.
Right.
Come on.
Yeah, but Bethesda's really kind of I don't know. When it comes to a lot of the properties, that kind of points at the oh,
I'm sorry,
Yeah.
what was that?
You didn't hear it, Austin?
oh, I'm just
I
talking about
didn't
the
hear
game. I'm just talking about the game in general. It's just the Diablo series as a whole, as of like the last 5 years, has just been like, what the hell are you guys doing?
it. I like when they announced the mobile game, everybody booed.
Yeah. What, you don't have mobile
it's like-
phones?
It was memed
Yeah,
on, yeah.
It's just I don't understand like people who own like, and this is like not just them, but like Nintendo, you know, even Sony does a lot of the time, really, even Xbox has done it plenty of times too, where they choose the market. They don't choose the, like, I guess what I'm trying to say is, like, they don't play to the consumer. They try to make the next market. So when they make that market, it's cornered immediately. You know what I mean? So it's just done. So the way I looked at it was Nintendo first and foremost. Like, nobody needed motion controls at the time, but like they definitely made it their own. But then PlayStation and Xbox had to get in on it, and then subsequently like botched it completely. But then not to say like Nintendo's like innocent either, where they'll just do stuff where it makes no sense for their games or for them to go in a certain direction. And I go, well, you're just doing what you want. I get it. You own the company, you own the business, but you're trying to make the market shift in your favor so you can have this kind of platform. So then when I see what Diablo is doing, it's like, oh, here's a major company, trying to move into the mobile scene. Fortnite's already been doing that, for a while through Epic Games. Epic Games is only one specific group of, consumer, which is, mostly younger kids. Build it's a little bit better now with like teenagers and adults. But then Diablo is mostly teenagers and adults, so they would just have all that at their disposal, and it just flops. And I'm just wondering, like, where do you guys think it's gonna? When do you think it's gonna click? That you guys just shouldn't be doing that.
I don't think it'll ever click.
Yeah, Tanner's right. I've said this
when
many
the company
times.
fails, that's when it'll click.
No. I've said this many a times because video game gamers in general at this point are just the biggest fucking cucks in any industry. Because I think we've just been fucking shilled out the worst fucking garbage in the last fucking 5 to 6 fucking years. Or fucking, actually, I'll even say fucking back to the 360. There hasn't been like a decent fucking video game that's come out since the 360 says PS3 era.
Yeah.
And we just keep getting the same repetitive fucking dog shit over and over again. And we just keep fucking spending the $60 on it for what? Just to keep fucking playing the same fucking game over and over again so we can just fucking get an updated roster. Oh, okay, yeah, fuck it, man. But that's what I think the great thing about Game Pass is. It's like, I can pay that $10 and shit, and especially with all the shit coming out to it. Kinda pog. Yeah. But I still think there's a lot of fucked things. And like gamers in general are always just gonna fucking spend money whenever it's available, and companies are gonna keep fucking doing it because people are gonna keep spending the money overall. Gamers just
I don't know why,
wild,
but
man.
the Fallout 76 pre-order duffel bag just came to mind.
Yeah, that's a fucking great example.
Oh my god. I forgot that was a thing.
Dude, you want to watch a great video on that? Internet Historian has one. It goes in depth on it.
Such a good one.
Yeah, fuck. Yeah, go on.
No, you're fine. There's only ever been like 3 or 4 games that have ever like 100% gotten me for like they're $60 and then absolutely just taking me for a ride, or even like the 120 or more for the special edition. Now, like when Star Wars Battlefront first did it to me, like in the very first Star Wars Battlefront,
like the
I was just hit with
PlayStation 1 or not 1 but 2.
No,
2.
Or even Xbox One. I got hit with so much nostalgia that I was okay with limited maps, character selection, whatever, and spending the 150 at the time didn't feel wrong. Obviously, in hindsight, 3 years later, it's a different story. But then, yeah, No Man's Sky got me. Definitely 100% Fallout 76 got me. And I even said it too, like Sekiro and Kingdom Hearts 3 did it because everything came out within such a small period of time between those 2 games. That like Sekiro, and I'm not saying Sekiro's bad, but Sekiro was just a little too hard for me. Old mechanics, and then Kingdom Hearts 3 was just way too easy. That I'm like, okay, I'm getting like a mixture of like stupid hard sometimes and way that it's not even fun. That like it just sucks because I wish that there was a category of my Xbox that was you spent $60, you played less than an hour, and here's how much money you could have saved by just doing an extra 10 minutes of research.
Yeah. No, it does suck with like just shit like that. But I think like I mean, I like to fucking hope that like shit could get better with like especially with all the announcements and shit. There's a lot of shit that has me hyped.
I'm gonna be completely honest here. I'm on the hype train for Starfield. Or what was it? Is that that's the right name for it? I believe Starfield.
That's the new like
The-
open worlds.
The Bethesda Skyrim in space game.
Yeah, I'm
Good
buying
luck. I'll see you $60 down the line.
You won't. No. Don't worry. You don't have to spend $60. Comes to Game Pass, baby.
Yeah.
Oh,
Day one.
Comes to Game Pass, baby.
I'll
Now,
create
see, now
I'll create a new Xbox
bad.
account, sign up for a month trial.
there you go. But yeah, I think this is like a nice sweet spot of indie games that I would never touch because like I've never heard of them or haven't been exposed to them because they don't have like the bigger marketing budgets, or even hell, I probably did hear about it, but I just never got around to playing them. And with free attached to it, it's very easy for me to just be like, okay, yeah, I'll download it.
Yeah.
Get going. But then there are just some games that are just absolute.
I agree.
100% deserve to be on Game Pass. Anyone who's ever bought them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It
It just always
gets
reminds me of like I don't
The
know.
$8 AAA title is either I'm like, what happened?
Yeah. No. I was
were-
just gonna say, fucking. I think it's like it's definitely interesting, but like I'm fine with it for now because of the shit that I know is coming to it. Like, we get Persona 3, Persona 4, Golden, and Persona 5 fucking all on Game Pass within the next fucking 2 years. That's fucking crazy, dude. You know how fucking hyped I am to play Persona 3 on stream? But I also agree with the indie game shit, because it's made me play a lot of shit through stream that I would have never played otherwise.
There's this one game, Donut County, that like hit me really hard because it reminded me of like Katamari, but it was just the holes get bigger and you eat the towns, and the game requires like little to no like mental effort unless you're trying to go for like 2 of the achievements. And as a completionist, of course, like I went for them. But I'm like, there are certain things that I'm like, when I want to like come home from a show specifically because I travel a lot, I'll put on just something with 0 effort that I can just, the level's over. That was cool. I enjoyed it, And then games like that really do it for me because like I played Kill It With Fire for the first time, and I was having such a good time, especially with a game about spiders that I'm like already kind of freaked out about, but it was all pixelated and it was really fun. But again, like it was just something to just chill out, calm down, and just kind of space out to. And I bet you guys could really appreciate something like that.
Mm-hmm.
I like spacing out to stuff. It's my favorite.
Yeah.
Because everything else is just so sweaty. Everything else, even if it's sweaty against somebody else, you're sweating for yourself.
Hell yeah.
Like I just want to be able to kick back and play it.
Yeah,
and just like not have a fucking care in the world. So
that's why I play Madden a lot. So
is that what you've switched to? You big Madden boy?
You switched from one EA game to another.
For your information, NBA 2K is by 2K, not EA, bro.
Oh, is it not?
Facts right. Yeah.
No, 2 completely different companies, dingus. Come on.
I'm sorry. I think they've used the same launcher on PC. I think they go through the go through the Origin launcher? I don't know enough, but I don't really care.
I don't play
sports games to me are just like you're the real one getting.
I've just been enjoying a lot of I've been enjoying a lot of single player games.
You constantly
Way to interrupt, Boston.
Actually, I agree with Austin on this. I've been playing through Skate 3 again. I've been getting into emulating PS3 games like a lot. So like Skate 3 was a game I always loved, and it's so much fun to play through again.
I've been thinking about
that.
doing an emulator for Demon Souls on the PS3 version. So
The
can,
OG one? Dude, that game's ass.
is it?
Dude, have you ever look at the first boss? Look up the Asylum Demon or whatever. Compare you know how he looks in the remake, right?
Yeah, yeah.
He looks
Oh, no,
fucking dumb
I-
in the original, huh?
I was just saying,
Oh,
What just happened there?
Rip
I think he's
camera.
having technical issues.
For me, my screen just freaked the fuck out for a second.
You do be dying, huh?
I wish I was.
Yeah, me
But
too,
I hope
buddy.
not.
Just kidding.
We all
Anyway.
just
He might be- yeah, he out of range.
Oh fuck. What's the timestamp?
D's.
Yes.
These
He's
nuts.
Jeez. Nuts.
Ah ha ha.
Yeah, no, kind of what you guys are going up before. I've been doing it with PS2 stuff lately too. I have Black Ops 2 for PS3 emulated too.
I don't understand the point of emulating old CODs unless they have servers up. I've considered getting back
It's
into
only
Modern
for
Warfare
zombies,
2 and
really.
shit. Oh, that's understandable.
Actually,
Yeah.
I mean, it doesn't. I don't think it looks bad. I mean, it's just an older
You
game.
know what I think looks bad?
Your face.
What?
I was gonna be nice and shit, but Austin's just gonna be mean saying my fucking
Damn,
face.
bro, that's fucked up. You was gonna
I'm
finally
hurt.
say something nice on one of these
Fuck 'em.
episodes, and you ruined.
One
Dealt
thing
some
Austin
bad
decides
damage.
just to fucking be a dick, bro. What
Damn,
the
why you gotta bully him like that? Now we're gonna
Bro,
bully
I'm
you, you
just-
Somebody's
fucking
got
virgin.
I'm just a person. You don't gotta be so fucking mean, bro.
Imagine having a kid that you have to take care of.
Truth.
What'd you say,
Hey
Tanner?
man, at least I'm not gonna be mean.
I mean, you
I'm
got a
not.
dog.
What?
It's
No,
nice to
say
hear
it.
more
No,
often.
say it.
Say it.
Say it.
Say it.
Hey, it's
Say it.
nice to have one person love you at least.
Ooh.
Ooh.
I looked over and my dog is
Yeah.
giving me the weirdest side eye. He's like, "Ooh, he hit you with that."
Damn, bro, roasted.
Oh, Flash. Come here.
All right, this is probably a good time to shout out Ray's Energy. Hey, you guys like energy drinks or
No.
working out?
Mm,
Well, you know what, Tanner? Some people
What
do,
about-
like I happen
what
to
about-
perhaps.
Sleep mix. If you can't sleep, they have melatonin drinks.
Yes, sir. Yes,
All you
sir.
gotta do is just like take some NyQuil, bro.
Nope, shut up. And you can use our code Small Member Squad at checkout. SML.
Nope. It's just
Hey,
small member.
Small member. Yep, small member. Code small member at checkout for 15% off. I'm great at doing these. Anyway, also shout out to Anchor. If you want to create a podcast, Anchor's fucking perfectly out there for you.
Make it nice
Very
and easy.
poggers. Yes, thank you, Anchor and Raise Energy. Now back to sucking, cocking, fucking, you know?
Licking the balls and slurping, you know.
Oh,
pubes.
dude, I found out who fucking won. We didn't end up winning an award or anything, which kind of pissed me off. But I
Yeah.
like the idea that somebody listened to us talk about sucking and fucking. Like, a handful of judges had to listen to that. Yeah.
Okay, next time y'all do that, you gotta call yourself a cream team.
I
Nah.
don't like
Nah?
that. That sounds weird, bro.
Yeah,
Okay.
What the
Cream.
fuck, bro? What? Ew.
All right, so hypothetically,
bro.
if your dick was in your mom.
I'm not answering.
Yeah, I'm
We've
not
already
gonna
asked
finish
this
it.
fucking question
I
on the
know.
podcast.
That's why I wasn't gonna finish it.
But Ron has an answer.
I got a question for Ron though.
Sure, go ahead.
Okay, so I like to. This is just a personal. All right, I shouldn't phrase it like that. I just find it funny if we ask this to our guests. Do you have any funny masturbated stories? Like one time, I jerked off so much for like a month straight that my dick had like scabs and shit on it, like actual fucking like war because I didn't use any lube or anything. I was straight raw dogging my meat fucking 4 to 5 times a day.
I remember those days.
Everybody has those
Bro,
days.
I've always used lube. You're a sick ass motherfucker if you don't use fucking lube. If you
I
don't
agree
use
with
lube,
Tanner on
don't
this.
talk to me.
You have to.
Always use lube.
Standard.
If you don't,
So
you're
are
gonna
you
yeah,
just
get fucking.
asking like me, my own personal one, or one I've been involved in?
You know, your own
Yes.
personal one.
All right, my own personal one. Okay. So I guess it was probably like I was very young, and I had no idea like what it really was.
Sure.
And it was probably around like when I say very young, probably like 10 or 12. You know, like around the time either if you
Oh
hadn't
yeah,
started,
yeah.
you probably start to do it, and it was just the weirdest piece of fucking media for me to be like even the slightest bit turned on to. Um, so I believe the movie was called. It had the guy from King Kong, the bigger nosed guy. I'm trying to think of what his name was. Adrian Brody. Yeah, it was Adrian Brody. It was like a it was a sci-fi movie where like him and his girlfriend um uh like create this like organism.
Oh, splice.
Splice. I was gonna say,
yeah.
but
That
Splice.
was a
So then
weird one.
yeah, so it was weird, you know. So it was a double feature of weird because I had already been kind of turned on by the very end of Risky Business in the same night. So Cruise. So like I'm watching. Okay, so I'll go back to the Splice in a second. But I'm watching Tom Cruise like go down on this girl in this like train, you know, and I'm
I
like,
know the
what?
scene. Yeah.
I was the most turned on as like a 10-year-old I have ever been in my life, and I don't think I've been that turned on since. Because like girls read their smut, you know, I know guys watch porn. Everyone's got their own thing, but I was like,
Mhm.
damn, this is hot. Like, this is the hottest fucking thing I've ever seen. You know, and like there's people in the train too, like watching them go at it. And then they get off. So I'm like, holy hell, I'm getting all these genres at once. And then right after it ends, I'm like, okay, that's it. Like, what happens? So then Splice comes on, and I know that like the quick synopsis of it, you know, they create this organism, blah blah blah. And I know throughout the movie, I believe that they're having trouble either having their own kids or they're just having a
Or just having
weird
Sex.
Ambulance.
this
Looking at a lot
goddamn
of
ambulance.
cheating B.
You know,
That's
one of
fucking
the good things
crazy.
about that is about us making that joke is that that was before we started recording.
Bruce.
between the
Damn, he just fucking completely dropped. Oh, there he is. Okay.
Dude. But everybody has those movies, right? You guys had those movies you fucking jerked off to, or like you got way too hard at, but not fucking
Bro,
knowing.
I got hard at a lot of movies. I don't
It's
even.
not even the so
Oh yeah.
so I'm not even there yet. So I haven't even started fucking jerking off yet for the first time. So I'm just like, okay, the humans are going at it, and then it ends just like that, and I'm like, okay, fuck, like I'm gonna commit. Next time it happens, it's just simple, right? You just gotta fucking stroke it, and it's over, right?
True.
You know.
Stroke it and
And
it's over.
I didn't choose. I didn't get to choose what came on next because this was pre-learning, like knowing what the internet did. You know. So what you could do.
Yep.
So then the girl, an alien, turns into like a feminoid, you know, or like some sort of like female-looking being, And Adrian Brody, being the absolute Chad he is, starts to like fuck his adopted like alien created daughter, you know. And I'm like,
the fuck?
I said I was gonna commit, and this is kind of hot, you know. So
You just get
Hell yeah.
Yeah, when you gotta, when you get to that point that you just gotta commit.
you just have to commit. Know where this is gonna end. I don't know if I'm gonna get another one, and I don't even know what's going on in this movie. So I'm start going at it, and then like the aliens are the aliens making weird noises, and I'm like, okay, this is weird. Like this is really weird. Like now I'm in too deep, and I can't back out because I've already committed to jerking off to this alien Adrian Brody sex scene. And then I think midway through the sex scene, his wife like walks in on them and like and calls him out for like fucking the monster, you know, like shit you not. Midway through the same fucking interruption, my brother opens the door and sees me, and immediately throw my blanket and pillow over him, and immediately he looks at the TV and watches Adrian slowly get up, like getting cock teased essentially, and fighting over that. And there was a couple more huffs and puffs that my brother saw coming out of the alien, and he goes, what are you doing? And I, without hesitation, I don't know what words to say. So I'm like, dude, I'm having a moment. I need you to leave me alone. And he goes, you're having a moment? He's like, dude, I have no idea how to say that I'm in the middle of getting cucked right now, but I need you to fucking leave this room. And so my first masturbation went with did not happen. I didn't actually end up enjoying it, and it is probably the worst part because it was just weird. You know what I mean? Like the movie, my brother walking in, like me not even knowing what I'm doing, and that's the media that I chose, and I'm like, this is the weirdest fucking way to start being, or start my like, ascent into being like a teenager.
Yes, sir.
And it's like I can't watch that movie. You know what I mean? Because when I watch that, because I get a special kind of aroused. When I see that, because that's the one that got away. You know what I mean? That you never forget your first time, and because it never happened, it will never leave me. It keeps me up at night. That I'm like, maybe I could just look up that clip and just have my moment.
Yeah.
But
your brother walks in again.
Chicago magically flies in and doesn't tell me, and as soon as I'm there, walks in and goes, "What are you fucking doing again? Why do I catch you watching fucking movie?"
It's the same clip, the same spot.
Yeah, the same spot, and I would have no choice but to tell him I'm having another moment. So that is.
Yeah, that's fucking awesome. Hell yeah. Thank you, man. Tanner, what movie have you jerked off to?
Oh, bro, don't even get me started.
Let's go on and on.
I don't even remember all the movies. I can't name one off the top of my head. There's been a lot
can.
Fucking hot and bothered and just doing your thing and not even thinking about it. What's one for you, Zach?
I kind of have a weird one.
All right.
You guys like horror movies, right?
No.
Oh, Jesus Christ, go for it.
Okay. No. Specifically, I was just a big fan of the old Friday the 13th movies. Specifically, like, I think, like, the second one or whatever has a lot of tits and stuff in it. And, yeah, I just jerked off to that one time. At, like,
in
2
between
a.m.
the murder scenes.
Yeah.
It's funny you say because I'd never seen Hostel before, but I just watched it. I like happened to turn it on at night, and there is some sex that goes down. I had no idea like what the movie was about. That like I hopped in, I was like, nice, like they're going at it. Like this is hot.
Nice.
In Europe, let's go. And then I'm like, okay, when's the next one come? And then the next thing you know, these kids are getting kidnapped and tortured. And I'm
I
like,
was gonna say it gets real fucked up quick.
and here I am still holding out. And I'm like, maybe there's another one.
Oh no!
I'm like, I'm 20 minutes before the credit rolls, and I'm like, come on, we can still sneak one more in, right?
Yeah,
'Cause
I was gonna say one more.
and chicks, like, that's what the deal is, right? And I never got another one, so like that really breaks my heart. But I guess I don't really like
They fucking got
movies.
you.
Yeah, I think the hottest and bothered I've been in a movie since was, you ever seen Never Back Down, the like MMA boxing movie? Um,
Oh yeah,
but I think it's,
yeah.
yeah, I think it's got Amber Heard in it, which is kind of why it's like
Ugh.
my proudest. But there's like a certain point she puts on these gloves and they're like wrestling in the room, and the next thing you know, she's on top of him. And I gotta say, like, some of the best cinematography I've ever seen in my life. Like the way her like back is arched, the way he looks good, like the whole scene just looks like right out of one of those like romance novels where
Hell
you're like,
yeah.
"Oh, Jesus, like, yes, this is what I need right now." And then it
Yes,
ends.
sir.
Mother walks right in, and that's the fucking story of my life. Is every good sex scene that might start is ended by somebody in the movie walking in on them. So
Sounds about right, yeah.
I mean, but any good one is probably worth stopping and saving for later. So
Mm-hmm. True. Yeah, I mean, spitting facts on that one. Brad, you got any ones that you beat your schmeat to?
No, not really. I mean, the biggest one I think was Splice, but that was really it.
Beat my meat to Splice. I saw it and I'm like, yeah, this shit's kind of fucked. And then I quit watching.
I try to keep an open mind on my horror sexy films. So
That's what
I
I'm
don't.
saying.
you never know what might happen.
I'm
That's
very
what
quick
I'm
to
more
the point. Like,
creative
no,
than
I don't like
Alien
this. All
vs.
right, fuck it.
Predator.
Hell yeah. Dude.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Oh, also
Huh?
with shit coming out to Game Pass, I'm gonna go back on it because there's a lot of shit. Overwatch 2 being on there is pretty fucking cool. Which means I fucking Hey, don't worry, it's a bad game. But the second one will be just as shit. But I'm gonna try to hit top 500 again because we're gonna game.
Only one tank.
Parks coming for this truck.
One tank, huh?
One tank.
One tank, one dream. It's alright, I don't play. I don't
It's the
play
flap,
tank.
it's the sparks.
It's just
Yep, it's the nylon color. Yeah, Overwatch 2. I've got a love-hate relationship with Overwatch in general, where the first two years were probably like the most fun I've had with a multiplayer game. Warfare 2, where I'm like, it's a brand new IP. There's so much color. There's so much involvement. There's so much passion behind it. You know that like every time music booted out, there was a lot that went into it that made me excited. And then just year after year, they just continued to disappoint.
They just kept doing the same things. They wouldn't innovate anything. For every
No
fucking
need to.
Halloween event, you knew the Junker fucking Stein event was happening.
And just
then you
not bring
knew-
anything to the table, you know,
Yeah.
that with everybody. But then even still, like the fact that it's free to play is great, but like you can't tell me that like that shouldn't immediately make you think they're gonna really push this Game Pass hard, like the Battle Pass. I mean, they're really gonna be pushing cosmetics more through Battle Pass, which means I could easily see the loot box system being pulled back like a huge step back, because that was the only way to get cosmetics other than purchasing the seasoned ones or even playing the free events. You know what
Yep.
I mean? So with that, as much as everybody's like, hey, it's free to play, I'd rather spend the $60 now, knowing that I get free updates through cosmetics and free updates through you know,
like yeah.
like you know,
I-
like individual character, you know, the character of the week, you know, so you get 2 weeks to play it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, Killer Instinct did that really well. where like they have a fucking big cast, but like it's really
you have a
fucking
thought
easy
there?
to fucking
Yeah.
play their shit. But yeah, oh, there's a couple other things. Hang on, let me load up this tweet because a lot of bangers on there. You feel me? Uh,
Taco Bell.
you want some taco? Dude, what's your preferred Taco Bell order, Tanner?
Whatever the $5 box is, to be honest.
Man, he
For-
no hesitation there. He was already shooting off his answer questions.
Yeah, the $5 box. My preferred $5 box is the nacho box. Just like a good amount of nachos, and I get that shit with this potato that I added on, extra nacho cheese, remove the guac. That shit's fucking fire. Nacho fries, I like. A little disappointing, but usually it's the $5. But if they don't have anything good for $5, usually the quesadilla
Nice, solid choice.
with the Diablo sauce. Diablo sauce is the only sauce I get.
Austin, what about you? Big Taco Bell fan?
No, I can't say that I am.
Bro, how you gonna get your Baja Blast?
I don't.
Oh my.
Bro, you gotta get your Baja Blast. Shit's fucking fire. That's one of the reasons I go.
That's the
Just for
only
the
reason
Baja
I go to
Yeah.
Taco Bell. Is the Baja
Same here.
Blast. Actually, have you
Understandable.
guys tried? They have a new brisk drink that's pretty fire too. It's like
heard
this
about it.
like purple one. It's pretty fucking good, dude. I love a good brisk drink, so I'm just
Honestly,
a big.
I haven't been to Taco Bell because the one in my town is fucking closed half the time. I don't know. It's weird fucking then.
Wait,
The
what?
the one where I work, I can't leave work to go get lunch. I have to eat at work, so can't really go.
Yeah, and they're both kind of far from where you work in general.
Not that far. I would when we were closed, but now that we're open, I can't really just up and leave and go get food. So
Dude, what stand do you hit up?
we got one Johnny Rockets. I hit that up a lot.
Wait, you
And
guys
then-
had a Johnny Rockets?
Yeah, it's a Johnny Rockets.
Okay, so it's not actually a Johnny Rockets.
There's like you can get a burger. There's two different types of burgers.
You can get a
chicken
burger.
tenders, and a chicken sandwich. I think that's about it. And
All right.
like a couple types of shakes, and that's it.
So
Okay.
I'm scrolling through the Xbox game announcement, just like a list of them, and Arc 2. They announced.
I was just about to say
Arc 2.
Arc 2. Oh,
I-
Austin, yeah, you
I
hyped for that?
absolutely loved Arc for the PvE, not for PvP. I just like the big old dinosaur survival game, and they're coming out with a second one. It's gonna have huge graphical improvements. I really hope that they improve the map because there's a lot of spots where you can get stuck, and they just don't really care. It seems like they just don't care. They don't fix it.
They don't care.
Yeah, they just keep adding
You
more
just gotta
dinosaurs.
not go there.
There was
I
another
downloaded.
one.
I haven't downloaded it yet.
Um,
Probably should before I go to bed.
Yeah, I'm waiting for. Dude, we gotta set up a date so we can play. Do you guys want us to do this next week?
sure.
Set up a
Only
date to
day.
play some Arc.
Only day I got off is Wednesdays.
Hey, I have also off Wednesday, so
Wednesday
Unlocked on
nights
Monday.
when the podcast go live at 7.
I mean,
yes, sir.
I got work Thursday morning, so I can't.
I also have to work Thursday morning. No fucking excuse, Tanner.
Bro, I gotta get up at fucking 4:45.
I also
Yeah,
wake
that's
up that
different
early,
excuse.
but I also go to bed at 1 a.m. So
Yeah, well, good for you, I guess. I don't care.
I like to smoke weed in the morning, and waking up at 4 a.m. is the perfect time for it.
I don't smoke
guess so.
weed.
Dude, it just hits different in the morning, let me tell
I'm
you.
a God-fearing Christian. I don't smoke the devil's lettuce.
Oh, yeah.
whack.
But what I was
Whack.
going to say about episode 100, I'm willing to do shrooms again on the podcast.
Yeah, I'll say it. I'm not.
It'd
Yeah,
be
you don't
really,
have to. No one's
be-
forcing you to do them, Tanner. It's not like where you're
How
like, yo, you have to take these.
how
Take the
funny-
fucking drugs,
yo,
kid.
Yeah, how funny it would be is Zach takes him and he wanders off, and then like he just never comes back.
I never come back.
He's off exploring.
It's like Zach normally.
Hey, what the
He doesn't
fuck?
even- he doesn't even have to be on fucking shrooms, bro.
Okay, he's not like
Look,
Ian,
man.
all right.
Who?
BRB Part 3.
Yeah.
Who?
Who?
But yeah,
Um,
also, Stalker 2 coming to fucking Game Pass is huge. I
yeah.
don't know if you ever. Yeah, the
a
first
lot of
Stalker,
people are hyping for the
it's-
first one. I
well, the
haven't
first
played
one's
it.
dummy old. It's like it's basically a precursor to Metro, like 2033 and shit, but like way more open world and stuff.
You know what I like about my games?
Not open world.
Oh,
You
I
pay-
like open world ones.
Okay.
There was a game from Arcane Studio that was Redfall. I
Oh
think.
yeah, Redfall looks pretty fucking interesting. It's the vampire shooter you're
Yeah.
talking about, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Redfall looks kind of fun.
Yeah, those were the games. That and the game from the creators of Rick and Morty. That one seemed kind of silly.
Rick.
What's
Rick
that?
And Morty. Rick and
So
Morty.
there's a first person shooter game that I believe your gun is some sort of creature. Like you
Oh,
think
hell yeah.
like kitten shooting out, or what is it, unicorn shooting out rainbow farts.
Oh yeah.
Something like that. But silly, goofy Rick and Morty type shit happens.
They've done a couple single player games that were pretty fun.
Yeah, I got the VR game. I played that.
Yeah, I
I
also
did
played
too.
that one. That was a fun one.
It's nice.
Rick.
Oh yeah.
Rick and Morty. Rick and Morty.
Dude, the only episodes I've ever watched of that show were when we were down in Indy. It came on for Toonami for whatever reason. And then the episode Tanner showed me at his house.
Doesn't narrow it. I don't remember what shows I show you and show anybody.
I was gonna say what episode was it?
Were we on acid?
No. Maybe. I don't remember. There were too many times where I was tripping on acid in the past like couple of years that it kind of all just blend together at this point. Like my brain is fucking mush when it comes to memories, but I can remember the frame data of fucking everything from fucking Melee and shit, but you ask me about my third grade teacher's name. I couldn't tell you.
Mr.
Why do you
Whacker.
know that? Why do you guys know that?
Because I had the hots for Miss Gabrielson back in the day.
Oh my
Mr.
God.
Whacker was the coolest fucking teacher ever. He would tell
Mr.
jokes.
Whacker.
Miss Gabrielson was bad. She was bad.
like,
She always gave me
okay.
detention.
He would tell dad
Name like
jokes
that,
all the
it's hard to
time.
forget.
She was bad. 4th grade Miss
I just
Tennis.
think the
5th grade
I
Miss
think that's all
Conley.
that happened.
Austin, you're repeating yourself right now, my dude.
What was that?
You're repeating yourself on my screen right now. Like horribly.
What do you mean by I'm repeating myself?
Like
I don't
you're
know how
saying
you
Mr. Whacker repeatedly.
Mr. Whacker.
Okay, now he's back.
Mr. Whacker.
What the fuck?
Oh, you're in.
It's
Hey,
like
was
when
that his
I
real name, or
crash.
was that what he did in front of the kids?
I was just about to
They just call him Mr. Whacker because he whacked off in front of the kids a couple too many times.
Oh, the poor fight.
Do you guys remember the teacher we had in middle school that watched porn?
Oh yeah.
That narrows
Okay,
it down.
everybody except for Ron This is specifically towards Austin and Tanner. But do you guys know the shop teacher that watched porn in our middle school?
I'm not saying his name, actually.
Yeah, don't say his name, please.
But he still works for the school.
Yeah.
Wait, shop teacher in middle. Wait, what fucking shop classes
Well,
did I
you
have in
can
middle
bleep
school?
it out, and Austin, make a timestamp, and we'll bleep it out.
Yeah. If
Okay.
you want a
That's a good
refresher.
idea.
Yeah, we'll make it nice. All right, you got timestamp for it,
Yep. We're at exactly
Mr.
one.
Mr.
Oh, okay, yeah, I can see it.
That fat old fucking bastard. He's not even old, but he's just fat as fuck.
Yeah.
Yep.
Dude, I always had a. I don't want to say this. I was gonna go into something deep. That
As soon as you guys said the name, his face popped in. I'm like, oh, yep, I could totally see
he's
it.
a very recognizable guy. But so my we used to like my grandpa was a fire chief of a small town here in the state that we live, and it just so happened that yeah, he lived out there and would fucking know my grandpa and shit. And during the summer and shit, when I'd go spend time out with my grandparents and shit in the small town, there would be a fucking parade or whatever, you know, some shit going on. I'd fucking run into him every fucking year. And it was always, I could always only think about him just fucking jerking.
Like what? I don't remember what kind of porn it was too. Was it like some fucking teacher fuck student kind of porn?
I don't fucking remember, dude. It was so long ago at this point, but I just remember that.
He like some big titty MILF porn or something like that. That'd be better.
Oh my lord.
That'd be better.
Big titty goth GF.
Did you guys ever have any other teachers that were fired for shit like that? We had a teacher in high school that was
in high school, our senior year, was it, or whatever?
Yeah, I had his classes. I had to have a substitute for the in half of the year. It was right around finals time when he got fired.
Yeah, but I remember him getting fired and everybody wondering why he got fired, and then we're all like, "Oh, he did that? Oh." And then I was friends with him on Facebook, and he was selling mattresses then. Like, you hit rock bottom when you're selling mattresses.
Dude, everybody had him on Facebook
as a friend. But then somebody made like a video about him being like a predator.
Yeah.
I think I liked it on Facebook, and he unfriended me. He deleted his Facebook.
I think he deleted it because I remember when that video came out. That was such a fucking funny video. We had that video and then also another banger video come out the same year. About 4 individuals showing off some weaponry.
Ah.
Oh, yeah. Gang.
I like
gang. We can't say the start of it.
Yeah, no, we literally cannot because it will dox us. But very funny. you had to be there. Is all I'm saying.
You had to be there.
Oh, I always remember people like shouting shit at him, like shouting gang in the halls. It was so funny.
At the school.
I used to do it. I used to say it to him. I was an asshole that would do it. Dude, okay, I can say this because it was no one's gonna find the video. But one of the kids that from the edit was named Richard or whatever, and anytime I would see him in the hallway, I'd be like, "Yo, Richard!" And that wasn't his fucking name, nowhere even close to it.
And if you're thinking about it, they're not like people you'd usually be thinking you do being gang shit. These are the most white ass trash people, like living in a fucking rundown trailer type motherfuckers.
One of the dudes was fucking he had a lot of the mental classes with me, the slower classes and shit.
He's in jail.
Yeah, he's in jail now.
Yeah, he fucking robbed a gas station with a flare gun and then shot the flare gun.
He shot himself with the flare gun, yeah.
Oh, he shot himself? I thought he shot at the cops.
Something like that. Either way, I just remember a flare gun was involved.
Yeah, that kid's in jail.
Oh my god.
Or in a mental institute.
Some people just need that. They're just around bad influences. You feel me?
Well, that's why they had their grandma filming it too.
Yeah.
Wait, it was the
Dude.
grandma that was filming?
Yeah,
Yeah, because
yeah.
you hear in the background saying,
Whoa.
"Oh, that's right, honey."
It's been a
Just
while.
just
It's been a while.
I remember
some
when the
shit
whole
like
thing
that.
happened. She just defended the fuck out of all of them for using the N-word. And mind you, 3 of the people are white. Like 3 out of the 4, and even the 4th, you could
He's
probably
not.
consider him mostly white. Yeah. And so these guys were just starting up dropping it, just fucking. I was like, it was crazy.
I wonder if that video
Honestly
is
crazy.
still up, or did they
Yeah,
like take
look
it
it up.
down?
No. It's. I know for a fact the edit's still up because I watch it every year. I like get really high one night and think about that video, think about the good times in that year, and then watch it, and I'm like, yeah.
It's gangland. It has the. And it's
Yeah,
got the
it's
photo of the kid fucking flipping out the camera. Dude, I gotta watch
Oh
this.
my
Hold on. I'm just gonna
it's
live react.
it's a classic. But do you guys
Okay,
have
hold on.
anything like that, Ron?
The
You have
first-
any teachers that got fired for any conspicuous reasons?
Put your guns down. Put your
Um,
boners up. I forgot about that.
I don't think I had like a teacher, but I had like that like those kids in my school, that were like
Oh
definitely kind of
yeah.
you describe. So we had this one kid that have you watched Invincible at all?
Yeah.
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 So it's Zachary Quinto's character, not the robot, but what he actually looks like, which is like the shriveled up little like bean of a guy. So we had a kid who's a full fledged, teenager, but just looked like that. Nothing wrong with him. That's just how he looked like. He was already missing hair and stuff like that. He was very weird. But that wasn't enough to kind of like set off radars because I mean everybody looked weird as a teenager in that school. But for me, it was he used to carry around his backpack like everybody else did. I mean, everybody had backpacks on in high school, but he had this huge, like, I think it was like J Sport, whatever, like the most generic name of the backpack could possibly be, black backpack, and it was filled to the fucking brim, like all the time. It was the
Yeah.
it
Oh damn. Oh damn ambulances, man.
Bro, I'm rewatching this fucking
So
edited
many.
video or whatever. This shit is the funniest shit.
extended off of his back, which then started. We see him.
Ooh, he's trying to sound like he had a Super Mario Bros. 8, just an 8-bit game. Holy cow!
Dude, you guys ever heard of the Super Mario rap?
No.
Super
Which
Mario. I Koopa your fucking hoe. I don't
I Koopa, you fucking hoe.
remember.
That's not your favorite Martian one.
Dude, they're coming back.
I know, and I'm happy about it. I missed them.
I don't know how to feel about it.
Wait, what's going
Why
on?
you think they should have stayed dead?
Kind of. But it's only because I was such a big fan of them in middle school and like high school and shit that like I don't know if they could come out with the same type of music that they used to do.
Sorry,
Oh
who?
hey.
Hey,
Yeah, your favorite Martian? It was a band by Ray William Johnson.
we'll
Never
also
heard of
cover a lot of new stuff, but try to make memes out of it.
Mm-hmm.
him. Never heard of him.
He was
They were all right.
he was
They
up
were all
there
right.
with he was up there with Smosh, basically.
You know who I liked back in the day? 30 Seconds to Mars.
I still
gotta
love
give you
30
that.
Seconds to
I did
Mars.
too.
Even though it's
Hey,
got what's his
wait.
face in it.
Can you finish the? Hang on. What happened with the guy's backpack?
Okay, yeah. So I don't know what the last thing you heard was, but we were trying to figure out.
It was packed to the brim.
Yeah, all we heard it was.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's packed to the all this loud noise. He never opens it. Like, what the fuck's going on with it? So everybody had their theories as to what it was, and people thought he was, hiding something, some like weapon of mass destruction, something like that. But my personal favorite was that he had a hole cut in the back of the backpack, and that his conjoined twin was actually inside the backpack all the time. And it would retract back into his back after he would take the sack off. So I don't know we never found out what was in the backpack, but we all knew that if there was ever a bomb threat or an active shooter, that was the first kid half of us would look at and go, "What's in the fucking bag?" Either he was going to be the hero or the villain this school needed. Either he was always ready to go, like he would hear the gunshots or something and call to arms. He'd have a whole suit of fucking armor in there.
He pulls his own.
He hears gunshots. He's like, "This is my time to shine." Pulls open the bag, pulls out like a fucking cutoff AK. He's like, "All right, let's get this bitch."
Yeah, just starts pulling out
a gun.
Guns out, fucking the ass. He's like strapped to the gills.
And that's what I think it was. I honestly think this kid was like a suburban commando where he was just ready to go at any point, but couldn't show his hand because you never want to let your opponents know your next move, Yeah. So we had that kid, and then we had some other kid that like openly would like harass and torment people throughout our school, and he was just so weird that I remember at one point, like, I wasn't like the nicest kid in high school, but I wasn't to say I was a bully just because you got to fend for yourself. But I remember
it's a dog-eat-dog world in high school. You gotta fucking fight.
But I remember being openly mean to this kid a couple times just because he would just push my buttons and piss me off. And then at one point, I believe he sent off a smoke bomb or like a bottle rocket that like caused smoke in the quad. So then the fire alarms went off, and he basically, like in the school's eye, set off a bomb, regardless of what came out of it.
Yeah.
Smoke, rocket fuel, whatever. You know what I mean? It could have been a fucking cherry Coke. He slammed the ground and it went up. But
True.
that was the last time we saw him. Was after that event.
Damn, they murdered him.
Yeah, the school took him out back like we get Lassie. Hey, damn, Lassie, sorry, your voice broke.
No more, because like he was one of those kids too that like, and anybody who sees this and knows me would probably know him with just this song alone. He would just play "Smoke on the Water" on his guitar and think that was enough.
One of those types.
One of those guys.
Yeah, buddy.
We all know those guys.
Yeah, he'd consider himself a guitar player, even though you could only play "Smoke on the Water." And I'm like, I remember learning that on my recorder, and that didn't make me fucking proficient in using that thing. You just
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, so after the Smoke on the Water incident, he literally put smoke up in the quad and then was never heard or seen again. I think he's alive on Facebook, or it is the government pretending to be him to just show appearances. Because every now and then I'll get a message saying hi, and I think it's a probe to see if I know something.
True, I feel that.
So
do you message back?
I mean, I play along, but I've got a lot of government ties, so I'm not really trying to like out myself just yet. But like I play along enough to where the bot or whatever sentient creature has taken over his Facebook buys it, and then I move on with the rest. So it's like Jeepers Creepers. Like every 7 years he comes around, and I got to make sure I play the part, and then if I do it right, I don't get eaten. So that's really trying to stay alive like everybody else out here.
I had a dude like that. Oh yeah, you were an ass. But that's why we became friends, because I also hated everybody.
I remember bullying one kid on our Facebook page so bad. It was so fun.
Dude, I know what you're talking about. But my favorite incident will always be making our homie cry in gym class.
We both made him cry. I made him cry first, just so you know, sixth grade. He made him
Yeah.
cry.
Look, we have that also in common, man. We both
He
made him
didn't try to
cry.
assault you though. He tried to assault me.
Oh, okay.
And he tried to assault me, so I think I got the dub there.
Yeah, you definitely made him more pissed. Dude, if he would have tried to assault me, I would have dropped his ass there.
See, it was 6th grade. I was friends with him there in the late stage of elementary school. We'd play Pokemon or whatever. But then I started getting into sports, try to fit in with the popular kids, because only the strongest survive. You gotta.
Yeah, you gotta work your way up the food chain, and sometimes you have to leave people behind.
Yeah. So then to 6th grade, he wanted to keep doing whatever. I'm like, nah, man, dude, I don't want to be your friend anymore. I told him that, and he got so sad and mad that we were in our after gym class in the locker room, and he had his swimming trunks in his bag, his wet swimming trunks. He goes to hit them with me, or hit me with them.
Hit them with me.
And the plastic bag broke, and it hit another kid, and then he just left sobbing. He didn't pick up his shorts. He just left them there, and he just left sobbing.
Another kid.
Yeah, just changing in the locker room, and just get hit by a wet pair of swim trunks.
I'd be so pissed.
I think it was our junior year, and he was
junior year?
No, that was our 6th grade. Now I'm getting to our junior year. Kind of made friends with him again. Me and Zach were in the same Phi Ed class with him, and Zach was coming in late, so we're getting changed, and this kid's talking, yeah, my girlfriend just broke with me. I'm really bummed out about it, whatever. And then Zach just comes in like, yo, what's up, motherfucker? Fuck your shit, you piece of shit. You call it, I don't remember exactly what he was saying.
So I walk in and I just started railing on him for some reason. And for whatever reason, I don't know if I heard it from anybody else, but I bring up the topic of his girlfriend. I don't
oh, your girlfriend break up with you, you fucking bitch.
Yeah.
I just see his face just stink. And Zach just keeps going at him. And his face stink. And then he just starts fucking crying, like sitting at this locker just. Zach's still going at him.
I'm also changing while going at him, so I'm not
even looking at him.
So I'm just railing him just from fucking
going in on him. Zach's taking his week out on this kid. And this kid's just sitting there in his locker just crying, not even changed. And I'm looking like, yo, Zach, be chill.
Yo, you crossed the line. 6 insults.
And then the guy just slams his locker and runs out of the locker room. I'm like, yo, Zach, what the fuck? Zach's like, why is he so sad? His girlfriend just broke up with him and he just went on his ass. And Zach's like, oh, my bad. Man, why is he gonna be such a bitch about it?
Like the doggy dog world.
I'm like, bro. Then we go out to the gym.
Yeah,
and then like, yeah. And the kid's just sitting there, just all fucking sad, just ignoring him.
Also, the fucked up thing about it. So after that, we had to split up in groups of 4. I think we didn't even include him into their group. Like we fucking pushed him out as well. So,
all right, motherfucker. See you never.
If Zach can break you, you ain't that strong, all right? If Zach can break you, you ain't that strong.
That's what I was saying. It's like
so that's we had to kind of get rid of him.
Yeah, we learned that he was weak at that point, so
we had to weed him out.
You gotta weed out the bubble blowing, the hash slinging, shringing.
That man still lost his virginity before me.
Bro, he had a kid before
He had a kid before you. That's the craziest thing about it. Dude, he's told me about his sexual experiences, and I don't know why he's told me about them, because I've never once ever asked, but damn is it freaky. Like, he's on some Austin level shit when it comes to, like, weird shit.
But he actually gets this shit done to him.
Austin. He does get it done to him, unlike Austin, so... At least he has that.
It's because of Zach's abuse throughout high school.
I molded him into the iron man he is today. Oh, but I was gonna say, there was specifically one dude that I hated. And he was a year older than us, and had red hair. I'm not gonna name any names. But
I think I know who you're talking about.
You probably do know who I'm talking about, because every time he would... He was pretty dumb, and every time he would see me, he would touch me. And in case anybody doesn't know anything about me, is I don't like being touched, especially in a place, I don't want anyone coming up to me just being all like out of fucking nowhere, putting their arm around me and shit. And he would do
Zach,
this
it's
shit
pretty hard to
constantly
take
to me. Yeah, I'm fight or flight, baby. I'm ready to fucking go, depending on who it is.
I'm trying to picture who it is, but I just can't.
Okay, get
Like
the timestamp.
no,
Oh, shit.
no. Don't even worry. Like I don't know what
Yeah.
it's like. I remember the people that are in the same age group as like my older sister, me, my younger brothers, but each like the in between years, I just don't give a fuck. They're just grayed out. Don't know anybody.
I kind of remember some people from other years. But, like, they had to have, like, been, like, homies or some shit. Because I hated most of the underclassmen. Like,
Hey, do you guys remember when the prom queen OD'd? Good times.
yeah, actually, yes. Oh my god, I haven't thought about that in fucking forever, dude.
That's so funny.
Dude, she used to be so hot. I would have
now she's
smashed
a
in high
crackhead.
school.
She's a
Yeah.
crackhead now. I saw her at Quick Trip outside smoking by the propane tanks, and I'm like,
Oh, that's how you know it's rock bottom.
yeah, she's hit
Holy
rock bottom.
shit.
Like, you think ODing on prom night is bad?
No, what you're smoking outside of the Quick Trip next to the propane tanks, I think that's rock bottom. Especially as probably some shit's fucking cigarette, like a Lucky
gets-
Six or some
She's
shit.
got a spirit or whatever the fuck.
Oh yeah, the long ass ones, some spirits. Hell yeah.
She's got fucking spirits, and just waiting for her fucking sugar daddy to pick her up and go pimp her out or some shit like that.
Yeah, just to go get more meth, baby.
Mm-hmm.
God, dude, we went to fucking. We went to school with some great people, man.
Yes,
I
sir.
don't know if we have the same definition of great, but bro, then I have like your cousin keeps sending me friend requests on Facebook, and I got to the point where I just don't respond to him, so he can't send me anymore.
Dude, I'm kind of happy he stopped talking to me way long ago because I probably would have fucking not talked to him like for a fat while. So he hasn't tried to contact me, and I'm pretty much cool with it. That sucks for you, though. I'll be honest.
Yeah, same
all
here.
These other people send me friend requests. I'm not going to accept them. Like, if I deleted them multiple times before, I'm not going to accept them.
I feel the same way. I hardly fucking ever use most of my social media at this fucking point. Like, it's
Also same.
very rare. So
just do it for I don't know.
See, that was my thing. Was I was spending too much time on there, just doing nothing, wasting fucking time when I could have been doing other shit. So that's why I've just kind of cut that shit out of my life. It's fucking dumb in general. So
the only social media I really use is TikTok, and that's just watching TikToks. I don't make any.
I wouldn't really call that social media though. I call that like
I guess
it is.
kind of like YouTube.
Yeah.
Dude, do you like mine?
Huh?
Do you like the one that I did?
The
one TikTok? The old one?
Oh wait, wasn't it like when you're really fat?
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that. Fuck, I thought I had that one saved. What do I got
Hell
looking on
yeah.
TikTok again?
It's whatever. Yes. You could easily find it by looking at my username, probably. I don't remember actually what my username for it was because I used it once, created one video, and then was like, damn, this shit kind of cringe. And then I couldn't bring myself to do it.
Yep, I found it.
Oh, fat Zach. Hey, I have the same mic.
Someone clip that. I'm the only person watching.
Psych. Hey,
you got 6 likes on it.
Holy shit. That's way better than I thought it did.
We hit crazy plays when no one watches.
True.
Hashtag small streamer. Hashtag streamer.
It's true. Look, I still like the fact that, like, I I like the fact that nobody watches my shit because then I could do whatever I want. Like, I could fucking sit here and leave Gordon Ramsay on for like 24 hours straight, no webcam, and that would be alright.
Isn't that what like XQC and all those people do?
Pretty
What?
much. Yeah, a lot of
I
reacting
mean,
shit.
they'll react to it, yeah, but they won't just open
Yeah,
it and
react.
leave.
They'll just react by going,
Yeah, essentially. And people will donate to them because they like it.
yeah, I hate fucking streamers. Fucking hate them. Like the ones I don't like. You can't name one that I do like. You can't name one.
You don't like me?
Young
No,
Left
you're shit streamer,
SSBM.
Understandable.
Maybe let's go OJ.
That's not his thing. It's
Legend of OJ.
Whatever. Let's go OJ.
Let's go, OJ. We'll get him on the podcast hopefully next month because I got a plan to force him on. I'll tell you
What's
later,
that?
Tanner. I'll tell you after we record. But
You think he's gonna fucking watch and figure it out and fucking
no. No. Fuck, when did we start this episode?
Oh, we've been
Evidently,
going for almost an hour and a half now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, this is a
Yeah,
good place to
clearly.
wrap then. Ron, do you want to shout out any
nobody
Shout
Yeah,
out
your
Icon
social
Gaming.
medias.
Yeah. If you guys happen to be traveling the Midwest and going to any conventions, you might see me and my team run Smash Brothers tournaments. So don't be strangers. Come in and say hi and talk about how great of an episode this was and how you hope to see me on it again soon. And maybe if you get a chance to listen to some of my ghost stories that I haven't touched in over a year, that might give me reasons to come back and record some new ones. So
I was gonna say, I highly recommend. I wanted to say this earlier. His ghost stories are really fucking good. I'm normally not a fan of YouTube channels like that, but he has some banger ones. So highly recommend it, and it will be linked in the description below.
Yeah, Austin, you better link that
Mhm.
shit, bro.
Yep.
Oh,
Nice.
don't worry, he will. Otherwise, I'll kill him. Otherwise,
Hell yeah, the sweet release of
To
death.
actually kill him.
in game.
In-game,
Anyway,
allegedly.
allegedly, yeah. Hopefully we should be able to go to more cons with you. I know specifically I want to travel to more shit. Maybe I can convince some of the other boys, it's just
No.
Austin, not Tanner because he's a dad,
Mm-hmm.
to come travel. Unless you make it up to, I was gonna say, yeah, unless you come up to good old Wisconsin, we'll treat you right up here.
Yeah, we'll get you some cheese curds and some Culvers and
Oh yeah, we'll hook it up.
And
Quick
some
Trip,
new
good old
Glarus.
and get some fucking spotted cow and
Hell yeah.
line of Kugel.
yeah, hopefully. I know the people are nice out there. There's nice places.
Hell yeah. Oh, all right. And thank you guys for another great episode of the Small Member Squad podcast. I have been one of your co-hosts, Young Left. This has been another episode. Make sure to leave a like and comment down below.
Don't do
and make
it.
sure
Don't
to
even watch.
subscribe.
Also,
You
fuck
know
you,
what?
Oil.
Hey, leave a 5-star on Spotify.
Fuck you,
just
Oil.
to spite Tanner. Yeah, fuck
Or-
Oil.
or
We can all agree that.
iTunes.
Can we actually comment down below, fuck Oil?
Yeah,
Can we
fuck
get
that
some
guy.
fuck
Can we get
oils?
some fuck oils, a call to action? Get some
Yes,
comments down
anyway.
below.
Thank you guys for coming out for another great episode of the Small Member Squad podcast. Thank you. Bye-bye,
Hey, Girl Scouts.
bitches.
Bye.
Bitch.